let me show you how to cut laminate flooring with a Ryobi jigsaw. Now here I have a scrap piece of laminate, but first, before we even get cutting, we do need to cover some basics on the Ryobi jigsaw. If you have a different model jigsaw, don't worry, the principle should be the same. Now before we even put the battery in, let's cover what we need to first, just so we stay safe. First we have our orbital action. Now what this is, we have 0, 1, 2 and 3. 0 is orbital action off, so the blade will just go straight up and down. When you go into 1, it puts a slight oval in the blade itself. When you go up to 2, it's a bigger motion, and when you go to 3, there's an even bigger motion. And what this does, as the motion gets bigger, it cuts the wood faster. So if you don't want any chip out or anything like that, stick to orbital action 0. If you just want to make a quick cut and you're not bothered about chip out or anything like that, whack it into 3. But normally 0 is the best option. Then on the top here, speed, you want to push this to around 3/4 of the way up, around speed 5 to 6. Next, what we need is our blades. As you can see here, I have a pack of Ryobi blades. So underneath here, you'll see TPI and a number. So 6 TPI. What this means is how many teeth per inch there is. So with this one, 6 TPI, for instance, let me show you that. You see that? 6 TPI. 6 teeth per inch. Now, you see this one here? 20 TPI. You see the difference? This is 20 teeth per inch. Now, this one, so the less teeth per inch, will be more rough of a cut, but quicker. So this one will be less rough, a little bit slower to cut, but less chip out and things like that. However, these two, even though this may get less chip out with the more teeth, what we actually want is a blade like this. And the teeth on it are in a completely different direction. Let me show you that. So even though you look there, see these teeth here on the standard blade are going down or straight. These ones are going up. So these cut on the opposite direction, and these are perfect for wood floor and laminate floor when you're cutting them. So I'll show you the difference between this 6 TPI, the 20 TPI, and what this reverse blade cuts like, and show you the chip out. So let's get them loaded up and let's get some cutting on. So here I am back with the 6 TPI teeth. I'm not going to try and keep a straight cut. I do have a video on how to make a perfectly straight cut with a jigsaw, if that's what you want to see. However, this is more to show you how to cut laminate and make sure there's not as much chip out. So all you do, start off slowly. If at any moment you think this is going a bit too slow, up the speed, as I showed before. Now, when you come to the end like this, now you can't see this in shot, but I'm holding up the far end of this board, so you don't want this side here to drop off, otherwise you will get a big chip out here. So I'm holding this end over here so it doesn't fall. So that's the 6 TPI. You see that? Lots of chip out, but not too bad. Let's move this out slightly. Let's change the blade out and put in the 20 TPI. So now we have the 20 TPI, and I'll cut this one. Again, not trying to be accurate or anything like that. just start slow when you first go into the laminate flooring. We'll turn the speed down. Once you're in, you can then speed it up. Also, remember, just let the jigsaw itself do the work. Don't push at the back to try and get through the wood flooring. Just allow the jigsaw to do the work. Also, making sure you're not holding where the blade is here underneath when you're holding the edge. Now, if you see there, I didn't slow down, and I've done that on purpose to show you that you do need to slow down at the start and the end. But if you look at that edge, that is noticeably, let me see if I can clear that off for you, cleaner. See there, that's two different edges, 20 TPI and 6. So this is the 6, you can see a lot of chip out on that, and this is the 20. And very little chip out, but it was noticeably slower. Just remember, slow down at the end, otherwise that'll kick out and rip the edge like this. So slow down at the start and slow down at the end. Let's now have a look at a jigsaw blade, what's more built for very little chip out. Now, I'd use these if the cut was going to be exposed. I'd more use the 20 TPI if I wasn't too bothered and it wasn't going to be exposed. So let's put that in and let's see the difference. Remember, slow down at the start. Now speed up. Remember, start to slow down when you come to the end. See that difference when you slow down? Put that, clear the lens. You can see very little to absolute no chip out whatsoever. So that blade in a different direction was actually a little bit quicker than the 20 TPI, but very next to no chip out whatsoever. Let's check that one out. Now the results are quite good either end, but you can see the difference with that reverse blade. So hopefully that helps you out of how to select the correct blade and the orbital action and how that affects how you cut your laminate flooring. Now obviously, if you cut in any angles or anything like that, it's exactly the same. Slow as you first enter the laminate flooring. You can speed up as you follow your line, if you're on an angle for instance, and as you're coming off the laminate flooring, slow down again, and you won't get that chip out. So hopefully that helps you out on your next project of cutting laminate flooring. If it does, smash the like, smash the subscribe, it really helps the video out, and thanks for watching.